And welcome to the call, everybody. I'm super excited. Okay, let me make sure that. Okay. All right. Yeah, everybody's muted. Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody. We are going to start in 1 second. I want to make sure that everything's streaming the right way. You're going to use my other computer too. My iPad. Make sure that we are okay.
Recording in progress.
All right. All right. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Super excited to be here. And let me tell you a little more about myself. But before, I'm going to share the screen with you. And that way, we go right into the presentation tonight. Okay. Okay. Let's make sure. All right, perfect. I have the volume, I have everything. I think you can hear me, and welcome to TREE. Okay, let me tell you a little about myself first. My name is George Rees. I have been in TREE from the beginning. I have been in this industry since 1992 in this profession. I came from the real estate business, although at the time that I was in business, at the time, the real estate business crashed, and I had three different jobs when I found this kind of business. And I fell in love with it. At first, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. But then I learned, and after 6 months, my first 6 months were what we call massive failure. I think my biggest month was $300. You can't live with $300 even in the 90s. But then I learned from a book that my upline, that he was in the same, we were in the same boat. We didn't know what we were doing. We used that book to build a business, and the things changed. My upline became very successful, myself too, as a matter of fact. We have a team that was in more than, at one point, in several countries, are close to 1 million people with millions of dollars being sold every week. I mean, amazing experience. But we left that company for personal reasons. And we happened to be in California, January last year. And I got a call. My wife and I were in California, and the call said, "What are you doing in 2 days, a couple of days?" And we said, "Well, we are going back home. We live in Austin, Texas." And he said, "Well, I want you to fly here to Las Vegas. I'm paying for the ticket and also your rooms." And we said, my wife and I, "Well, he's paying for everything. Let's go there." And this was a friend of mine that I know for many years. And that's when they told us about this project. After listening to my friend and the different people that were there, I told my wife, if in 5 years, if we don't do this, in 5 years, we are going to feel very sorry. And you're going to see why I say that. Okay. Now, the company is headquartered in Utah, in Lehi, Utah. And we have offices in Hong Kong and Indonesia. These are the founders. Daniel Pico, the one on the left side, is the guy that called me. We are familiar with him, and we know Dr. Dan Kubler and also Troy Moore. Something that I'm going to say, I have never been involved in a company I so early because I don't trust the products or anything like that until it has been proven. But we know Dr. Gobler, we know Daniel Pico. That's why we took the risk. They had the money, they had the cash. I mean, we knew that this was the company. That's why we decided to launch. Now, our business uses social e-commerce, normal ways, and also social e-commerce. And that's the reason we started in 14 countries at the same time, mostly in Asia, also New Zealand and Australia, the US and Canada. Now, our target market is people that want a business opportunity. They want to work from home, part-time or full-time. It depends on you. People who want to have a better health and wellness, or people who want to be connected with a community that has the same way of thinking and becoming always better. Now, this is very important about our approach to wellness. We are not a reactive wellness. We don't believe that you are what you eat. We don't believe that your DNA is the reason you have so many health problems, although they have some influence. But we believe that it is not a blueprint that cannot be improved. The new paradigm, we believe in proactive wellness. We believe that you are what you absorb, not what you eat. You can eat whatever you want, but it's what you absorbed. And we believe that through a combination of different phytonutrients that we find in whole foods, you can also help the DNA. And now the future of proactive wellness is something called epigenetics. Epigenetics has been used in medicine, and basically it's the science where they see how what we take ourselves can influence the DNA. This is very important. Now, these are the different health professionals involved. Dr. Dan Gubler, our scientist, he's the head scientist, and all these health professionals that you see from different areas, they came as volunteers. And the reason is because they believe in the products, they believe in the mission of the company. Now, the 3 pillars of research and development are very important. First, exploration. And by the way, the reason I say very important, very few companies, I challenge anybody that's using nutritional products. How many of you use a product that covers those 3 things? Exploration, we explore our own our nutrients. We even own a pharmacy. No, it's actually a farm in Thailand. And the reason we have it in Thailand is because that part of Thailand, they have never used any kind of pesticide or any kind of chemicals in the soil. And the weather is perfect. You can grow so many things, so many fruits, herbs, etc. And that's why we use it. And now we also do curation. Curation is when you mix the right nutrients to create a formula. And the last one that's very important is absorption. We have to have the right absorption. The next part is we are in the PDR. And again, I challenge you, if you are using any nutritional products, to find out if yours are in the PDR. What is the PDR? Every health professional, every doctor, they have access to the PDR because, by the way, PDR means prescription digital reference. That's where all the prescription medications are. And the reason it's so important to be there is because give credibility to the company. Most nutritional companies are not there. And there is a reason. They are not there because it's very tough to get there. You have to cover so many important parts, like you have to be original, you cannot be white label, you can have products that they have a lot of science behind them. And that's why most companies, most nutritional products, and by the way, you can do the test, go to the health food store, even the biggest one in your town, and find out how many of those products are in the PDR. If you find one, you're lucky. We have all our products in the PDR. Also, all our products have third-party studies. And for a company that's only 17 months old, it's incredible. We have an absorption test which shows how our products are absorbed. We have a clinical study on the epigenetics, or the way that our products work at the DNA level. And we have also a specific product that we call the Revive, and we are going to talk in a second why it works so powerful. Why is it powerful? We have more studies coming in, and I'm going to mention a couple in a second. But anyway, these are our 5 products, or 6 products, excuse me. We have the Vitalite, or the Nourisher. As the name said, it's like a multivitamin, but different from other companies. By the way, that picture that you see, all the fruits, vegetables, etc., we really have that stuff in there. We don't have synthetics. We have all kinds of probiotics too, prebiotics, enzymes, etc., that help that product to be absorbed easier. And it has a whole combination of different nutrients and phytonutrients, make it so powerful. It's the most powerful, I would say, if you want to call it multivitamin, although it is more than that you can find in the market. And you try to buy each of these ingredients by itself, and you probably are going to spend more than $200 or $300. And the results are amazing for a nutritional product. People feel better. People even feel that they don't have to eat as much, even that this product is not for weight loss. Then we had the Restorer. This is the product that they did a study, and the reason we did the study in this specific product, because a lot of the health professionals love it because the results that they're having with everything that is related to inflammation. And they wanted to have a study. But this product, again, has very unique ingredients, incredible moisturants, a lot of probiotics, an incredible absorption system that help the body to support healthy inflammation. Think about that. Amazing product. Then we had Immune. or Immuné, as we call it in French, is the protector. It has so many ingredients, mushrooms and herbs and plants and fruits, seeds, etc., that help for the immune system and to become and it's a modulator of this immune system. What it means is that it works with the individual person, and second, works in the immune system that we are born with, that's the innate, and with the acquired immune system, that's the one that we acquire when we are growing up. We had the detoxifier because we have toxins everywhere, and doesn't matter how good you are eating, there's toxin everywhere in your carpets, in air condition, in the streets, everywhere. Then we had the Eternal, the next product. And by the way, we use the detoxifier because the body is always detoxifying. The problem is that it's been overwhelmed, and we need nutrients that help that body to actually to detoxify. The Eternal is an amazing product. The Rejuvenator is one of my favorites. One of the reasons because it tastes really good. You take it, it's like a gel, really good flavor. It has 10 superfruits. That are, again, you try to buy those superfruits separated in the health food store, probably just the fruits is close to $200 or $250. Plus, it has a glutathione that's a very powerful antioxidant. Antioxidant, what they do, they neutralize free radicals that are the cause of early aging and also many illnesses. Glutathione is the most powerful antioxidant in the planet. You can do a search on Google and you find out about that. The second ingredient that we have is very powerful. We have the CoQ10. That many of you hear that's so great for the circulatory system, but it does so many other things. And we use both of them. We use in a form called liposomal that the body uses and absorbs it much easier. And the third one is the resveratrol. Resveratrol has an amazing story. As a matter of fact, Dr. Sinclair on 60 Minutes, and you probably can find it on, if you do a search, in January or February, I don't remember when exactly, but he shows how it's helping, for example, rats. Older rat and younger rat, the older one, they put it on resveratrol, and we have a liposomal resveratrol. That's the easier to absorb. And people, if you observe just the rats, you didn't know which one was the youngest one. It's very powerful. And then last one, we had the collagen, or collagen. Collagen, you can find it anywhere. You go to the supermarket or Costco, and you find all kinds of collagen. But why is ours is different? First of all, they have more than several ways of absorption that the old ones don't have. And the combinations of ingredients is really unique too. But the most incredible that make it unique is that you use it only for 10 days. 10 days. And then the reason is because the next 20 days, your body is producing the collagen. The results that we have are amazing, amazing product. And then we have the newest product, that's the Visage. It's a super serum in the area of neurocosmetic. I didn't have a clue what neurocosmetic was when this product was introduced. Of course, I went to Google again. And neurocosmetic is the relationship that has some nutrient or some products that we put on the skin and how they affect our hormonal growth in the release in our body, and different hormones, different chemicals that our brain, especially our nervous system, is releasing. And here said to support health of skin, neurites, and feel good molecules, increasing the size of the neurites. The reason is so important because when neurites get smaller, it causes super early aging, and they're dangerous when they get very, very small. Also, it has one of the ingredients I had shown that increase the DHEA levels in our system. And this is very important because the DHEA is the master hormone, very important. And they increase positive emotions. When they send us this product about, we got it like 2 months before actually was released. My wife was one of the testers. I started using it about a week before actually was released. And I noticed that my skin that had problem with itching, etc., and I scratched myself sometimes when I was sleeping. It had not happened since I started using this product. Now, they didn't tell us what this product did because they didn't want the placebo effect. And at the same time, I was feeling cool and happy. This product is amazing. It's a multi-billion-dollar product. I think for those of you that are looking at the business, these are products that can produce a great income. I earned in the past in other companies millions of dollars, but what I see here is something very, very big. Now, we give you, when you decide, you say, okay, all right, I'm going to do the business. Well, we give you a website, a back office. We have different tools. There's a new one that's going to be released in the next 2 or 3 weeks that they're amazing, that help you to build your business, because if that's what you want. If you want just to use the products, cool. Now, if you want to build the business too, great. We have the tools and we have the way to get paid. Now, I'm not going to go into all the ways that we get paid, but I'm going to give you an overview. For example, customer, we call it the retail program or the affiliate program. Each product, we have the 7 products here. For example, you sell a Visage and you make $33. You sell a collagen, you make $17. This is the cool thing. You get paid the following day. This is really cool. As soon as you sell one of them through one of your links, you post a link, you get paid. You post a link, people buy, and you get paid. And customers, they have they are buying the product, but also they receive a $10 certificate when they refer another customer. That, by the way, because it's a customer and customers cannot make money on customers, they get the certificate, the $10 certificate. But guess what? If you or your customer recommend, for example, the Purify or Eternal or any of the products, you get the commission that you see there, even if you didn't bring that customer. Now, we have the PIVs, and the PIVs, what it means is, if one of the person that's talking to you says something like, you know what, I want to do what you are doing, they come with a package and you get an income or a bonus that goes from $25 to $350. Now, the pay plan is very simple. You get paid 2 legs, infinity levels. And the way that you get paid is very simple. You sponsor one on the left, one on the right, and you're qualified to go infinity levels. By the way, some of you know how big is infinity levels. Very, very, very deep. And the way that we are able to do that is when you sponsor one on the left, one on the right, you create 2 banks, one on the left, one on the right. When one bank gets 300 points in products and the other one 600 points, you get what is called a cycle, and that can pay between $35 and $45. By the way, it could be the other way around, $600 and $300, and you get a cycle between $35 and $45. You can earn up to 600 cycles per week. That if we go and do some math, it's 600 cycles is $27,000 per week. It's amazing. It's an incredible income that you can make. But again, just 2 legs. And by the way, if you say, well, I have 400 points on one side and 6 in the other one, I get paid 300, 600. What happened with those extra 100? Well, as long as you are consuming the products every month, and at least $110, $120 in products, you never lose the volume that kept accumulated there. In other words, that extra 100 points stay there until the next cycle. That, by the way, could be the other way around the next time, 600 and 300. Anything about that, keep accumulating, and you never have to start from zero the following months. That is the case in most companies. As soon as the month ends, you have to start all over again. And key here, the volume stay. This is very important. Now, show you the power of this. Now, this is an example. The months on the left side is 12. I wrote 12 months, 1 to 12. And let's suppose that you sponsor 2 people that are going to do what you're doing. Maybe you had to sponsor more because some of them are customers using the products. They don't sponsor people, but 2 that they are doing the same thing that you're doing. And those 2 sponsor 2 is 4 in the second month. As those 4 sponsor 2 each one. In the third month, that's 8 new ones. Those 8 in the 4 months is 2 new ones is 16. Well, at the end in month 12, 4,096 new people comes. When you add all this column, you are going to find 8,192. Now, the average orders through the company is about 100 points per month. That's 819,000. We want to know how much you can make. You can make $40,000 a month with this example. But even if it's half of that, it's 20,000, excuse me. Quarter of that is 10,000, 1/8, 5,000, 1/6, 2,559. But of course, this is just an example, and it's no guarantee that everybody's going to do that or anything like that. But something that I want to bring up here. In this example, there are 8,192 people. How many people you actually brought into the business? Only 2. 2, and there are 8,182. That's why, those balloons, I don't know what they mean, but they're coming. That's one of the things that people ask me when I had close to 1 million people in another company. I didn't bring 1 million people. I brought probably about 150. I don't remember the exactly amount, but that became close to 1 million because people knew people in their friends, people in other countries. That's why I was in so many countries. It's a powerful plan. But this part is amazing because you see, doesn't have limits, it's no block anywhere. You get paid unlimited levels as soon as you have one on the left, one on the right. You don't have to be really high in the pay plan or anything like that. Now we have the matching bonuses. This is smart. And let me tell you what is smart. Not only we're making here in the money on the volume, but let's suppose that one of your team members is making $10,000 a month, just to have an example. The company is going to give you a matching bonus for every person that you personally sponsor up to 30%. That means that it's based on what they are earning. Here it's based in the volume of sales, products that have been sold, purchased, etc. Here is what the people are earning. The reason this is brilliant, and I didn't have that in a pay plan before, is because it's encourage your upline to help you to build the business to make money, not just to produce volume like in most companies, but also to make money. And you can get up to 30% on the person what is earning. That means that if, for example, your friend is the one making $10,000 a month, you get 30% on those of what they are making on the cycles. You get $3,000 a month or $3,000 a week. It depends how you are getting paid. By the way, all these bonuses are paid every week. Now, it doesn't stop there. When they sponsor somebody, the people that you personally sponsor that is also making money, you get a 15% matching bonus on what they earn. And the third level, you get a 10% all the way to 5% the last 4 levels. And this is on top of this. This is based on what people are earning. That's why it's amazing. And now there are 2 options to, and by the way, there are other ways to make money. I didn't even get into those. It's just those 3 that you saw, or 4 actually are the ones I think that are the most important for people to know now. And there's one more that I'm going to show you in a second. But there are 2 ways to get in here. You can be a customer, or you can become a business builder where you are or sharing the products or building a team, or you doing both. Now, we have 4 packages that go from $200 to the largest package, that is the Founder Pack, that is $2,800. You get a lot of free products there. But the reason that Founder Package is so unique is because we have it until we run out of them, and they call it Founder. And by the way, we have a specific amount. I don't know when we are going to run out of them. But when you buy that package, then you qualify for what we call the 2% Global Founder Pool. In other words, when you qualify for the 2% Global Founder Pool, then the company takes all the sales on the founder pool, on the company, all the sales, not just the United States or Canada, no, the whole, every country where we are right now, and the countries that we are going to be in the future, they share that 2% among the people that qualify with the founder package. Now, the 3% is another bonus that we get when we reach a rank that's called 4-star. But that's very powerful. And the reason the 2% is so powerful is because one day we are not going to have more than those packages. And of course, no more people are going to be added to that bonus. And then what happened? That bonus is going to keep growing. This is what it is, 3. And I'm super excited to share it with all of you. Let me stop share. Okay. And I'm going to stop the recording. And I'm going to open it to questions.